Okay, so this one today is a doozy. This one came right out of the secret place. Okay, you ready? But I've been on here and I've seen people like Soul Hemingway, which loves Soul. He's an awesome brother to me in the faith. Dinks the Puppet. Yes, I said Dinks the Puppet, who is very informative and very rooted in his belief and in the faith as well. I watch their stitches of these people basically trying to debunk Christianity and the Bible and, just testing scripture and all the things, right? And I'm not going to lie, at first response, like my flesh wanted to act up and be like, this many people can't possibly be this mad at God or just whatever the case is to want to debunk a whole belief system, a whole religion, a whole passage upon passage of scripture just because like because they think it's fun or they really just don't believe. So instead of, reacting and getting upset about it, I went into my secret place and I'm like, Lord, what is making these people like want to question this specifically? Because when you go into other religions and other belief systems, none of them get tried as hard as the one that has proof of one true living God. And why is that? And I've come to the conclusion it's not that they're mad at God, it's not that they don't want to believe, but I believe that they ran into a false representation of who Christ really is early in their walk, and it distorted their vision of Him from that moment on. So, today I'm going to be talking about why it's so very important to be a good representation of Christ. And, I always go to scripture. I don't just make stuff up. But the reason it's so important to be a good representation of Christ and the character of Christ and to display all of his attributes when possible and when you can is because it shows people the clear view of who he is. We are the representation of him on earth. 2 Corinthians 5:20 says, "Therefore we are ambassadors for Christ, as though God were making an appeal through us." So, us being ambassadors, what is an ambassador? Good question. An ambassador is the highest ranking diplomat representing their home country or organization in a foreign nation or international body. So, by the Bible saying that we are ambassadors for Christ, that means we are the highest ranking representation of Him on earth. And that carries a lot of weight. The Gospel of Matthew goes on to say, "Let your light shine before men in such a way that they may see your good works and glorify your Father who is in heaven." So, again, being a good representation while people are looking, but also while people aren't looking. It's what you do in the secret place that shines outwardly. So, and of course, we all know this one. I didn't want to leave out Matthew 5:14, but you are the light of the world, a city set on a hill that cannot be hidden. So, I really think we as Christians need to do a better job in representing the true nature of Christ to the people that either don't know him or got a bad representation of him and now their vision has been distorted. So, that was my talk for the day. But I hope this encourages all the believers to go and represent Christ well. So, go and be the best rep that you can of Christ. And as my pastor would say, go be Jesus with skin on. So, God bless you. Love you guys.